Okay, I'm going to do my daily beauty routine. Looking absolutely stunning right now. Never mind, I'll get better. So basically this should take about 5 minutes to do my hair, about 5 minutes to do my makeup. So I start with putting, oops, that's the wrong way around. Can you see that? A little bit of eye cream on. Hold on a minute. Which is called Redermic Eyes by La Roche-Posay, and it's just just the one I happen to pick up, but it goes on quite well. So I put that around my eyes to let it soak in. Not sure if it's doing anything. And then I've just started using this, which is a different thing. It's an oil moisturizer from L'Oreal called Extraordinary Facial Oil Rebalancing. I thought it was worth a go, try something different. Oops. So you just take like and it's kind of oily, and it looked like it'd be gross, but it just soaks in quite nicely. Put a bit on my neck, and on the top of my hands, and then you just have to leave it for a bit. So I do that before I dye my hair, so it's doing its stuff. Got my glasses. Okay, so then if I've got anything left on oil-wise, I usually do this in my jammies. I put it on my elbows, because they're always foul, aren't they, elbows? Okay, that's soaking in. So then I'll do my hair. So I use this because I've got short hair and very flat, fine hair. It just sort of sits flat on my head if I don't do something. This is called Messed Up by Lee Stafford. There's not a lot left at the moment, as you can see, nearly empty, but just get a blob of that, put it on my hands and rub it all in. I've had every hairstyle known to man over the years, all different colours as well, but I prefer it short now because it's just easier to look after. But I remember when I first got it cut short, my husband walked in and he said, "Oh, does that mean you've reached the age now where you'll never be able to have long hair again?" Luckily, my children, at least one of my daughters was there, and she was like, "Dad, what are you saying? Oh my God!" And he was like, "What did I say?" So I didn't kill him, but I remember my mum saying to me when she was younger, "There's an age when a woman shouldn't have long hair because she looks like a witch." And I think when she said it, her magic age was 35. But as we all know, 35 is now probably about 50. So anyway, I just found, for me with my flat hair, and I've got quite a little head, when it's long it just brings my face down. Everything else is sort of sagging a bit, and then the hair's bringing it down, and so when it got shorter it sort of made me feel better about myself. Okay, so here we go with drying of the hair. Yeah, done. I don't know how long that took, but not very long. Can't see, but not very long. And then, so it already looks more or less okay. But then you can just take a little bit extra of this putty stuff and just give it a little bit of sort of pumping up if you want. Finalise it. I'm sort of growing this bit a little bit at the minute because it's winter time and I get a cold neck. My children would tell you about that. I have to wrap a scarf around me all the time. There we go. So for me, that's that, and this stuff really works well. It kind of stays all day. It's not like hairspray that it sort of dissipates during the day. It lasts all day. Got a bit sticking out there. It lasts all day. It gives it body. It's the bomb for me. So I'm going to wash my hands and then I'm going to come back and do the makeup. Okay, so this oil's just dried in. Then I always put on a can you see that? Yep. sunscreen, because I've got quite a lot of sun damage because I've lived in hot countries where it was just, and also I was pregnant in hot countries and got that weird kind of pregnancy mask thing you get where this bit gets a different colour. Let's say you got a beard. But it took me a long time out of the sun and protecting my skin to get rid of all that. So I protect it now every day. And this is factor 50. And the only time I don't do it is if it's peeing with rain on, it's grey. But I literally, all winter and everything, I do it. Because I was born in the sun as well, in Malaysia. And that's what they say. The first 7 years is the worst at being in the sun. So I'm a bit concerned. My dad's had some skin cancer and he's fine, but he was in the sun a lot as well, so I'm just a bit wary. Okay, so that takes about a minute to, I'll just get my stuff out. So I'm going to be using a Dior, I don't know how to do that, Dior, there, maybe there, a Dior, it's all going backwards. Don't know, I'll read that. It's a Dior powder for, instead of a liquid foundation, I use a powder foundation. It's called Dior Skin Forever Compact, and this is number 13. It's also got an SPF in it. And I don't use liquid foundation because I always found it kind of goes into the grooves and the lines in it, and it made me look older, I thought. So I used a powder one. But before I do that, I sometimes use this Touche Éclat highlighter pen. It was kind of, I think, the first one that came out, and so I bought that one, and then I just kept buying the same one because I knew it. So I just put that wherever there's sort of dodgy bits, and still get spots sometimes, which seems ridiculous. Here, around the corner of my eyes, if I can be bothered, because it goes kind of browny coloured. Don't know what that's about. Another thing with aging, I think. A bit here if I want. I don't always do this. I usually just do this when I'm going out, but for your benefit, I don't know if that's made any difference at all. Sometimes around here is a bit reddy, but that'll do. And then I take this powder palette thing, and I just put that on everywhere, and it makes sort of the redness and the shininess go away. Because I do get, I mean, when I go in the sun, I don't go a nice brown colour, I just go more blotchy. More pigment comes out, and it looks like these massive, great freckly things on my face. So there's absolutely no point in doing that. That's that. Then I use this, which is MAC cream blusher thing, which is in my glasses. Lillicent blush cream, which I obviously also got quite a long time ago because I've practically gone. I just put a bit of that under there, give myself a bit of colour because I don't get in the sun, so I don't have any colour. There we go. Don't know if that's showing up on the screen or not. And then I use this, which is a Clinique Eye Defining Duo Shadow and Liner. But it's like that, rather than a liner pencil, because I just think as well as you get older in your eye, maybe you're getting a bit short-sighted. I've got fluff up my nose. You know, it's harder to see where you're doing that line, and it's easier to look ridiculous if you don't get it right. And this way, it's easier to make it look relatively good. So I get basically the dark green, because my eyes are kind of a greeny colour, and I just put that under here. And under there like that. And on the top. Did I do the top of the other one? Yeah. And I let it go up a little teeny bit at the corners, not too dramatic because I'm not going anywhere. But just if you just lift the line up rather than down at the end, it brings your eye up, makes it look better and younger. That's the theory anyway. Right, so finally I put on mascara, whichever mascara I pick up. At the moment I'm using this one. It's called Scandal Eyes by Rimmel. It's a 2-for-1 offer at the supermarket. And I gave one of my daughters the other one. So I got... Put that on. Another beauty tip of my mother's, I think it was the only other one, was that a woman gets to a certain age when she shouldn't put mascara on her bottom lashes. I'm not sure what the theory is behind that. I think it maybe draws attention to the lashes and any underlined lines under your eyes, but she failed to mention what that magic age was. And then she died when she was 50, and I don't know whether she was actually had stopped putting it on then or not. So never mind. I'm carrying on a little bit, not too much. That's it. What else am I doing? I'm doing a bit of lippy. So I've got kind of thinnish lips, and they seem to be getting thinner as I'm getting older. So if I put a dark red lipstick on, I just look like I run a whorehouse or something. So I have got a sort of, well, actually, what's it called? Number 7. But the rest of it's rubbed off. Can't read anything else, but it's from Number 7. It's kind of like a pencil lipstick thing in a neutral colour. Put that on. So it doesn't really notice, but it's got a bit of shine. So I put on perfume. And I wear the same perfume every day. It's Isatis by Givenchy. I don't know why I decided it, but I did decide years ago that I wanted to wear the same perfume all the time, because when my mum died, one of the nicest things to do when everything else was crap was to go into her cupboard, and I could just smell the smells on her clothes and all the perfume. And it didn't last long, because perfume doesn't, that sort of smell didn't hang about. But then over the years, I might that smell might come across that smell in the street somewhere, or bump into somebody or hug somebody who smelled the same. And it was really nice feeling. And I just was obviously slightly superstitious, and I thought, well, I want people my children, my family to think of me if anything happened to me. I don't know why I thought that, but so I've always worn the same perfume, so everybody knows that. It took my husband about 4 birthdays to stop buying me a different kind of perfume, but yeah, and I really like that. I wear the same thing all the time, and I don't know what there's all that thing about you change age and it suddenly doesn't work anymore, but it seems to be fine still. So that's me with the Givenchy. And so that's done, everything done. Just remember to keep your Q-tip handy, because as you get older as well, I think something I see quite a lot with old people happens to me is that when you put the mascara on, you end up with little black marks here and black marks up here, and I see people out often who haven't done a double check. And if you get one of these mirrors that's got like a zoomy bit on one side, and you just at the end just have to take your glasses off and have a quick look and just get rid of those little black bits, it just makes all the difference, and you don't look like a woolly. And that's it, done, dusted, finished. Thanks for watching.